There's always room to tune and innovate your lists. Here, let's try a different take on the Lurrus PO deck. All right, welcome back, vintage gamers, to another prelim where I'm experimenting with some more ideas for Lurrus PO. This is part of an idea that I had when back during the vintage showcase season at the beginning of the year. I did not qualify for the showcase, but Tristan did, and Tristan was talking to me about possible like blue-white PO variants using more Grim Monoliths and those kind of things. And I had struggled to find one that worked for him in testing. But I think the thing that we were really missing at that point is we weren't fully on Thundertrap Chainer yet. Now that Thundertrap Chainer is fully realized, I think it's worth giving this another go. This is a lot less tops, keys, and monoliths than were in my initial build, but I think Thundertrap Chainer is just so much better than those cards anyways. So what we're trying to do here is I have just been losing to Wasteland over and over and over again. Every time I queue up for Vintage, I just lose to Wasteland. And so I'm trying to take steps to make my deck better against Wasteland, and this is a direction we can go. 2 basic islands and 1 basic plains in the main, to give myself more opportunities to not immediately lose the game when my opponent taps their Wasteland. I don't know if that will actually work out for us, because I think you just lose to Wasteland no matter how much you try to metagame for it. And so maybe the answer is play the stupid for no basics, 4-colored version. But yeah, this is an attempt to make my deck better against Wasteland. In doing so, I think this deck will be pretty reasonable against things like Mono White, things like Lurrus Frog. Obviously, we lose out on Pyroblast against Lurrus Frog, which is a downside, but I'm not sure if it's the end-all be-all. The one thing I'm definitely going to miss is Flame of Anor. No Flame of Anors in this list. But yeah, so we're off of red, which means we are off of 4th Erlingas. So we have a Time Vault Key package in here. I don't believe it's a bad thing to have Time Vault Key and no like Demonic Vampiric Tutors. When you're drawing through your whole deck, it's fine. And these are still artifacts for your PO and your Opal and your things like that. So I don't think it's a huge deal. We are definitely more heavily indexing in artifacts here. I have 1 Bauble, 1 Lantern. I'm trying out the Lantern instead of like a second Bauble, just to give me some main deck answer to Dredge, something I can tutor up against Lurrus Frog. There are a lot more people trying out Breach kills now, and despite what some people say, Soul Guide Lantern is incredibly good against Lurrus Breach. So having that as an option for that makes a lot of sense. I am putting another key top back in the deck to make the key better on its own. I think that's a pretty normal inclusion. But I'm keeping with my core of 1 Lorien, 1 Sync, 1 Chain, 2 Fluster. Though I am spicing up with a Portable Hole and a Mystic Remora in the main. I think some of these decks have been trending more towards spell-based decks, and Remora is a pretty solid go-ahead for that. It also works very nicely with your basics, letting you fetch up basic island, and that way they can't like wasteland you or do anything with that would like prevent you from being able to keep this Remora up until the point where you are going to like cast PO. So I think Remora with the extra basics does make a little bit of sense. So I'm trying that, and an extra Flusterstorm is my various slots for different kind of blue matchups. I am going to put in some lanterns here. There is just so much Dredge on Magic Online, even though Dredge is a deck that's performing extremely poorly in the last 3 months, something like a 46% win rate. It's still up around 9% of the meta share. So until people correct themselves and play less Dredge, I think you need to have some answers. I wasn't thrilled with the ley lines we tried in the last video. They were okay. They did kind of what we were hoping for, but I don't really like losing 4 sideboard slots to play ley lines. And then I do think that like losing Lurrus can be kind of annoying in the Dredge matchup, even though it's not like a focal point of the matchup. It is something that can come up. So yeah, this is what we're trying tonight. Maybe it'll crash and burn. I don't expect this deck to be like worse against, like significantly worse against anything. Maybe some blue decks because you don't have Pyroblast, but like something like Mono White, I feel like we should be in a great spot still, especially because we have the ability to fetch basics. But maybe that's an off-base analysis, and we'll see in this vintage prelim. 3-1 or 4-0 gets me a free invite to this weekend's championship event. See what we can do. Do you want to compete for custom paintings and tons of treasure chests from the comfort of your own home? Eternal Magic content creator Echo Baron is hosting 2 MTGO Echo Eternal weekend events open to everyone. Mark your calendars for Legacy September 6th and Vintage now on September 27th, and buy your tickets for Echo Eternal weekend today. All right, here we go, round 1. I have a cat. Opponent does not have a cat. Yeah, we got a couple in there. I didn't have time to do an intro, so we'll go back and do it after. Chancellor of the Annex. Fantastic. And turn 1. Okay. It's not good, but it's not the end of the world. Thundertrap Trainer is an interesting name. Oh, Chalice on 0 as well. Thundertrap Trainer is an interesting name because theoretically, if they don't have a cavern, I can force their next play. And that makes the clock quite slower. Though I could just get Wastelanded and die. I also did draw another Thundertrap Trainer after they named Thundertrap Trainer. So now I have 3. City of Traders, White Plume. Yeah, see, I think I would have probably named Force. But they also have a Chalice on 0, so maybe it doesn't matter. 1 card left in their hand. Merchant's a good draw. Wasteland off the top. They're gonna hit my blue source. Yeah. Just can't win, huh? It's not great for me. And they have double Wasteland. Great. Oh, I tried. I don't know. I mean, I made this deck, this version of the deck, so I could actually play against Wasteland. I have 3 basics in my deck. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many basics you play. You just lose to Wasteland every time anyways. Okay. Go to game 2. So I will bring in a Dress Down and a Negation and Consigns and Portable Holes and Swords. And then I will take out Remora, Fluster, Misstep, Probe, Bauble, Opal, Lantern. Maybe the negation only on the draw. I just feel like I tried playing that 4-color Lurrus PO deck, and I just got wastelanded out of every single game I played. And so I was like, okay, we'll try to mitigate that a little bit. Let's put a bunch of basics in our deck, see if we can try to go the other way. But don't know if trying to beat Wasteland is a worthwhile endeavor. It feels like no matter what you choose to do, you'll just lose to Wasteland anyways. So why bother? Yeah, it's a keep. Don't know exactly what I'm doing with this hand though. It's got a mana problem again. No Chancellor this time. Is overdrawing by one a reasonable downside to the possibility of drawing Mox and being able to play it on turn one? I think so. I hit no Mox, and I also hit no lands. It's not great. It's not great. Oh no, I think it's worth it because I think deploying a mana vault on turn one here would be insanely good for my chances, but I don't think like losing a blue card here. Oh, about Wasteland. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Maybe you just play all non-basics because what the hell is the point of a basic? It doesn't do anything. I think I'm gonna get rid of this dress down. It still goes into my yard for Lurrus, and we're pretty far from being able to use dress down efficiently. Chrome Mox. Yeah, it's fine. I think I'm gonna keep the time walk. Maybe it's greedy, but so I resolved ancestral and I had another draw, and none of the draws were none of the draws were lands or Moxen. Does it make sense to use this key? I mean, I definitely play Monolith. I don't have to use this key now. I guess I could theoretically have bought Lurrus, so I should have done that. Is this a Seasoned Engineer? Seasoned Engineer is like the most useless card. If it's not a Seasoned Engineer, though. Okay, that's fine too. Don't care about that. I guess technically speaking, I should untap my Mana Vault, not my Monolith. I don't take an extra damage. Okay, so I couldn't have used this to buy Lurrus, so never mind. It is 9 p.m. All right, so my opponent did not play any second restrictive piece, and they didn't wasteland me, so I am just going to PO. I think it's better than stocking up. No, it's not. I should just stock up and... Well, I shouldn't have played my Vexing Bauble if I wanted to stock up, because now I can't play any Moxen after. So I'd have to hit a land. Whereas I can draw 4 cards. I'm casting PO. Alright, hit my land. I have my force for a Mindbreak Trap at this point. Prelims are only 4 rounds, and they don't usually take 4 hours, so I'm not too worried. I don't think it should be too late. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I do like how Key and Monolith looked in this game, though. I will say that much. Wait, my academy looks different, doesn't it? I don't think I need a white. I would rather have more Tolarian. I think it's better to stock up than to kick a trainer. Whole, consign jet. Those are not very good cards here. Those are actually like quite bad. I guess I'll take jet consign. All right, well, now I will play the bauble. That gives me a bunch of mana. I have 7 mana to work with here. I can kick a trainer. I can cast Lorien Reveal. I guess we'll kick a trainer. I guess this means... Maybe I just play a normal trainer. Gives me a lot of versatility. Another stock up. So then the question is, do I want to untap a mana vault, or do I want to give... I guess I can't at the moment play a time vault and win, so I guess it makes sense to... Do I want a black mana at all? No. I'm not 100% sure I played this sequence like the best to my ability, but it's okay. There's a PO. And another stock up or another trainer. I don't think I need a stock up or a trainer. I think I'd rather just take the ruby, actually. Can't play the ruby right now, obviously, unless I crack the bauble. So I'll just PO these back. And they're off it. Nothing deterministic from here yet. I have another stock up, though. Another trainer, though. I have a bunch of swords, so I can't really lose either. Okay, I think we got lucky there, because if we got wastelanded, we just lost the game on the spot. Do these consigns come back out on the draw? I feel like the answer is almost certainly yes, but for what? For the, for the negation. And maybe for the opal. I kind of think I might have been wrong to cut opal. I just need to give myself the most opportunity to use the POs. Let's try this. Obviously, this is new mapping because it's a new list, but... All right, game 3. See if they keep a 7-card Chancellor hand like game 1, or if we can sneak something better. Maybe we'll have... Good God, this hand is bad. I have lands, so I won't get wastelanded, but... No, they kept 7. I like the mulligan. This hand is okay. I want a force if they don't have a Chancellor. If they have a Chancellor, then... I think I'm just going to get rid of a Tundra and get a basic and hope it's enough. No Chancellor. It's the whole goal of the Tundra, the Flooded Strand basic thing anyways. So I didn't counter this Chrome Mox last time because... Yeah, I'm still going to let the first Chrome Mox... I mean, if I let the first Chrome Mox resolve, it does mean I have to counter the next thing, but it's like a 7-card Chrome Mox hand. I just like I don't know. Like maybe you're just supposed to always counter this Chrome Mox, but it's really tough to do that. Because like now I have to counter this Ruby, which is really unfortunate. Because if I don't, they can have Cavern plus like Clarion Conqueror or something. But what am I pitching? I guess I have to pitch Time Walk, and then I don't actually have the ability to PO unless I draw another mana source. Like right away, I mean. I think I'm going to let it happen and just see. So if that's the case, maybe I should have bottomed the Force of Will. Oh, then this is a... This works out. This is fine. Okay. I hit swords. Which is actually really annoying because I don't actually have the ability to fetch planes from this spot. But definitely gonna hold everything up. I don't think buying Lurrus is very good. They had the Cavern. Yo, what up? So I think I just have to swords this thing and just fetch a Tundra. It's just the best use of all of my resources. All right. Sounds about right. Still a couple turns away from being able to like try to steal the initiative. Found all my mana, chat. Found all of my mana. Did push them out of Forge Trap though, so this Lost Well has to be pretty good for them. They went top, so it's less than ideal. Oh, just the White Plume is not the end of the world. They could play another 3-drop if they have it. They have it? Archon. Pretty good. With PO. Imagine if this land was a blue card, so I could have forced Archon. Let's get this in play. They get a Catacombs. I will snap that off. Upkeep, fetch a Meticulous Archive. Swords would be our best draw. Portable Hole. So I can Portable Hole the Skeleton token, and then I can PO on their end step. They get to Throne, though. I can't imagine that would be good for me. But I can't really stop them from throning unless I draw exactly swords into PO, right? It would have to be exactly swords into PO. There's like no other combination that's good. Time Walk into swords into PO. I think I'm supposed to keep this. I have to hope that this Throne is not too bad for me. Yeah. I'm gonna PO now in case I get Clarion Conquered. Now I can't force though. They hit a Seasoned Dungeoneer. That's not the end of the world. That's not that bad. I think if I were them, I would have taken an Archon. They had hit a bunch of Archons. I think I would have taken Archon. I still need swords, which I don't currently have. I have to hit swords on this. Can't swords right away, so I'm taking a big hit as well. Yeah, I don't know. I went pretty deep here looking for swords. I didn't find it. What is their Cavernon? Human? I feel like taking a key is not necessary, but being able to force and then draw swords and PO is important. So I think I'm gonna take the blue card. This is 2 hits no matter what. So I do need to win on the next turn. Oh, they didn't go down Forge. I guess it's still 2 hits no matter what. They went top. No, they went bottom this time. I can't block, so I take 8 or 9. And I think I'm in an okay spot if I draw one of my swords. But if I miss on swords, I could still technically hit swords off of like a trainer or something, and swords the seasoned engineer. All right, my force was a great call here. Oh, that's not exactly what I expected from my opponent. That doesn't matter. Okay. I need swords. I just can't. It's not even a draw spell. It's not even a draw spell, so I can't even... like, I have 4 stock ups in my deck. 3 swords in my deck. Chain of Vapor. I have Chain of Vapor, so I could have Merchant Scrolled for a Chain of Vapor. I feel like my variance was so bad here. Like, I feel like this game I should be winning like the majority of the time. Maybe I swords the Seasoned Engineer and that was a mistake? Was that the problem? Should I have not swords the Seasoned Engineer? It just felt like the right thing to do at the time. It was correct, wasn't it? I've been getting bullied by mono white recently. Like, I just can't fucking win a game, man. Like, game 1, my hand was not good. Game 1, I got rolled over. Game 2 was close to being a loss, but like did the thing. I put back the land, which I think was right. And then I risked this, which I think was right. And I forced, which I think is right. And then I got a swords. I played my things out. I wanted to hold open the ability to fetch a basic, but I could have gotten basic planes. I can never get basic planes here and buy Lurrus. Can't do that. And then I fetched and I swords to end step off a Tundra because it's going to use my mana. I could have gone Meticulous Archive, to be fair. That would have gotten rid of this force. They'd still have a Seasoned Engineer, and they might forge onto it. But I got to buy Lurrus. I don't know. I feel like using my white source then and there so that I can push them off of going down Forge Trap and into the spot where I'm POing. It just seems like that makes sense to me. Like, I drew 2. Obviously 2 is not very much, and the 2 cards were both lands, so that's obviously not good. Bought Lurrus. And like from there, I mean, they ended up going Lost Well into White Plume, into Sash, into Archon. If I had at this point a swords, I would be in a lot better spot. But then it's like I still have like a really good chance of finding either scroll or one of the 3 remaining swords, right? Should I have not kept Portable Hole? I kind of like this play. Play the Portable Hole, remove the extra thing. Like, I don't even think my opponent was supposed to get the Seasoned Engineer off this throne. I think they were supposed to get second Archon. Second Archon's like a lot harder for me to beat. And then I cast another trainer, and this trainer whiffed. And I drew another Mox. I don't know. I feel like I like the choices we made. Didn't really work out, but I don't know. All right. Welcome to round 3. Yeah, you heard me right. Round 3, because round 2, we got the buy. So much for Justin making content. I have a cat. No cat from the opponent, and no lands in my opening hand again. I have not had any sevens. I could use a nice seven at some point in my life. It'd be great. I would appreciate it. Does everyone else mulligan this much? No, I'm just kidding, of course. Yeah, so we don't know. Opponent is not on Lurrus, so mono white, could be Jewel, could be Dredge. Good lord. I think this is within range, but it is really bad. Alright, did not get Chancellor. That's good for me. How do I fix this? Someone told me how to fix this. Is it minimize and re? Chat, how do I fix the thing where I can't move my card? Someone knows. Ah, yes. Go to collection, move a card in and out of the deck. Of course. Duh. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So fetch land, Black Lotus, no Lurrus. So Doomsday? Cool. Can I counter it? Should have kept my 7-card hand, had 2 forces. Yeah, I think I would have forced the Lotus if they had not put a fetch. Consider. I'll let you consider that. Oh, I'm okay. I'll take some Doomsday, man. Doomsday is fine. If I die, I die. All right, an Oracle to the yard. Stonks. Am I getting dazed? No, there's no chance I'd get dazed. There's just, I'm not F6'd. All right, my opponent's at 4 cards. Surely. What's the bug gush? Oh, God. There's a bug? There's a bug? I don't want to know. It is patch day. It only returns 1 island. They're not alt tab. They're double queuing a standard challenge is what's happening. I don't know if I'm entertaining enough to fight through. All right, here we go. What do you got on top of your library? Show me your secret. Then I can figure out what I want on top of my library with my sensei's top. Maybe. Who knows? Ah, yes. Thank you, not me. Demonic Tutor. That's a good one. All right, all right, all right. I think I'm gonna hold open the ability to draw Flusterstorm Ancestral, and we can spin later. Chain of Vapor. Not a particularly good card against Doomsday. Could chain my top to draw a card. Upkeep Vamp. Resolves. No Demonic Tutor for you. I assume that means that an Ancestral Recall is being put on the top of the library. So I wonder if I should spin now. I think I'll spin after they vamp. Looking for a mental misstep, Force of Will. Can't get that, then I just want land for stock up. Black Lotus PO Trainer. Somehow I don't like this. Yeah, I don't think spinning on my turn was right, for sure. We see more cards after we draw, and obviously we didn't want to draw chain, but... So my plan, I believe, is going to be activate top after drawing, draw Thundertrap Trainer, cast Thundertrap Trainer, well, unless they leave open, kind of depends on what they leave open, maybe. I don't think we want PO, and I don't know that we'll need a top after this, but they're just going to jam Ancestral. It's going to work. And they hit a Sapphire. That's crazy. I feel like I'm going to get dazed here. Fuck. That actually would have been a better stock up. That actually would have been a better stock up. Because I would have been able to grab Vault Outcome and then Outcome right away. This is a trainer. It's probably still Mana Vault. Oh, I bobble myself when I have a fetch land most of the time. It's almost always better to bobble your opponent if you don't have a way to like manipulate what your top of your library. Like, there's no reason to bobble myself in this game. It wouldn't make any sense. I feel like I have to take this Flusterstorm. I have to take Fetchland Flusterstorm here. I can Chain of Vapor back my Sapphire if I want to. So I could take Fluster. I could Chain of Vapor back my Mana Vault and PO, right? If I take land, PO, I could even sack my land because my opponent is F6'd. Chain of Vapor, my Sapphire. Chain of Vapor, my Mana Vault. Cast PO for 4. No, I don't. My land is a blue. I could just Chain of Vapor back my Mana Vault. And I have 4. I think I'd rather have my land. It's pretty good. Pretty sure Flusterstorm will be better than Fish right now. And then next turn, I can play a trainer and play Fish. Could even kick Fish, theoretically. The only reason I did that, though, is because my opponent... I guess my opponent, like, never had anything, or they would have stock up, so you probably can make that play, but... I mean, they clearly don't have Flusterstorm, and they clearly don't have Force, so... Hopefully this Flusterstorm's enough to keep me alive to play the game. I wonder if I was supposed to not activate top and lead on Lotus stock up. Would have ended up in a better sequence for me, but only because there was a mana vault that we didn't know about. We knew about 2 of the cards. It's tough. It's really tough. We're kind of lucky we drew interaction here. I could have just taken interaction off of the stock up, but I think that leaves me too weak in terms of progressing the game. All right, are we just hard casting a Doomsday? What's our plan? Our plan is pass. That's good for me. So if I were to kick a Thundertrap Trainer, if I were to play a Remora and kick a Thundertrap Trainer, I would have no mana left over, right? I would have no mana. So probably just a normal trainer. Though we could go play a fish, buy Lurrus, play Lurrus. Probably not, because I want to hold up in Flusterstorm. I guess we could choose not to play a fish, but Flusterstorm doesn't really protect our Lurrus here. No, I like play Remora and then play normal trainer. I guess theoretically, if something happened, we could still go Lurrus here if we want to. If Lurrus resolves, then Black Lotus does hold open Flusterstorm after, so it's a little bit of here and there. Fish? When Lurrus was printed? People have been retrying fish recently. I don't think it particularly makes sense in the list I saw it being played in, but in this list with a lot of basics, I kind of like the idea, and I had some extra slots because I'm only playing 2 colors, so. I think fish is just bad, unfortunately, because there are too many decks in the format that play only, like, a ton of creatures. Like, it was so bad against CRK when we played our practice match, because all he has is creatures. But fish is quite good against Doomsday. We'll see if our opponent agrees when they come back from standard. Our opponent didn't have a counterspell last turn. They could have the hard cast 1 negation. They could have... I mean, they could have all lands. I'm trying to think like what could possibly be in my opponent's hand, right? Because they haven't been casting Cantrip. They didn't cast Doomsday. Feel like you'd use the 2nd Street Wraith. Maybe you would hold the 1st Street Wraith. It's game 1. I hope there's no Mindbreak traps. Vintage is an extremely creature-heavy format right now. Well, I mean, they could have drawn the negation or the Mindbreak trap or the force this turn, right? All of those things they could have drawn this turn. Yeah, our opponent is playing another game of Magic at the same time, so we don't get to get their full attention, unfortunately. But that means I get to entertain you, chat, and you, YouTube. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. Are you subscribed? Not a lot of you are subscribed. It's free. Could be fun. Planning on attending my first Eternal weekend this year. Any advice for a first-time attendee looking for good, cheap, safe parking? I think you can just park at the venue. It's in downtown Pittsburgh. It's a convention center. There's a big parking lot. I don't know of anyone who doesn't park at the venue usually. Especially if you're driving in and not got a hotel or anything, then yeah, I would just park at the venue. I don't think it's like no money, but it's not, I don't think it's egregious. Don't leave your stuff in the car is true. True. I'm okay with demonic consultation. What are you naming? Good luck. Have fun. Named Doomsday, and it was the second card from the sixth. Okay, sure. You got a Doomsday. I'm definitely gonna have Flusterstorm up. I'm gonna just cast a normal trainer. I don't think I need to have Flusterstorm up right now. They've already cast Ancestral, right? Because I could hit. Oh, I can't hit. I can't hit Academy actually. So let's play a Tundra and play a trainer. That was a pretty good demonic consultation. I didn't lose very many things. So I'm looking for mental misstep. Sure. All right, so hopefully this fish and this fluster and this mental misstep are enough to get me to be in a safe place. We'll see. All right, Underground Sea means the fluster does not counter the Doomsday right now. Fish draws a card. Snapcaster Mage. I'll be really good next turn. All right, your Doomsday resolves. I don't think tapping them out makes sense. Not when I have a misstep to cover 1-mana cantrip. They're just going Ancestral Lotus Oracle. Yeah, Pittsburgh has about 1 million good places to eat. You throw a dart and you'll find a good place to eat. Pretty much, it's like right in downtown, and there's tons of spots. I mean, I think those like super small ones are usually not worth thinking about. I understand you can target yourself or your opponent with Bobble, and sometimes it's correct to do one or the other. I do appreciate it, but like I think for the most part, I am typically making the correct decisions on my Mishra's Bobbles. Thoughts on Bug? It's a fine deck. I like I think the Lurrus Bug deck. You should take a look at the Lurrus Bug deck. I think it's a good deck. It's underplayed. There are Psychic Frogs in the main. There are 3 Psychic Frogs in the main of this no Lurrus list. And there's a chain of vapor. They did not make a gush pile. I have a mental misstep that they know about from the Thundertrap trainer, so making an ancestral pile is insanity. But I don't know if they were paying attention to the Thundertrap trainer, to be fair. Yo, thanks for hanging out, Z-Balls. Have a good night. They know about the fluster. They don't know about the fluster. I don't believe they know about the fluster. I believe they know about the mental misstep. The fluster was from Stock Up or PO? From PO. Nope, misstep is in the bottom here. I see misstep is in the revealed zone. I have mental misstep, snap mental misstep, so I got a lot of options here. 3 cards in my opponent's hand. Don't know any of them. And we have a fish still as well. If we don't use our Snapcaster, we have Snap PO on the next turn. Yeah. All right, so they're going for a 1-mana spell here. Brainstorm. I wonder if I should just let it resolve. Probably not. I have snap misstep on the follow-up if I want to. Like, oh, so they had Flusterstorm backup. Cool. We know they don't have Gush. So I'll just Flusterstorm. I can just pay for this. Is there a Daze in this list? Do I like if I get Dazed, do I lose? I do lose if I get Dazed. I think I just Fluster there, Brainstorm, and then I go to my turn and snap a PO and win. Because I can snap back, I can bring back my Snapcaster, and so I still will have. I'm just supposed to pay for this because it's an extra card. Yeah, they're dead. So I'll attack first because I have no fourth Airlingas. And then I will go Jet, Snap, PO, PO. Did I not get a blue? Oh, no. Okay. All right. They are very dead. You want the all access? That's hype. All access is a great time. Do they let you know if you'll be a feature match? You know, at the start of the round, they'll announce who they want to have as a feature match. I think my opponent should probably F6 realistically here. Token non-land permanents. Typically artifacts, yeah. Though in standard, when PO was a deck, a lot of creatures, but also a lot of artifacts too. Sometimes you can pick up a bunch of kobolds or something. Artifacts in Vintage are the best ones to pick up. So now I mean, I have another PO, so I'm going to keep going. But I technically have the ability to pass the turn with Snap, Misstep, Remora, Force, Fluster up. So, notably pretty good. Might not have to do that, though, considering I have another PO here. If my opponent lets me, of course. I don't think my opponent is very invested in this match, unfortunately, which is sad, but... How are they doing in the standard challenge? Record. Hockey Bro 26. They are 1-2 in the standard challenge. Oh, they're 0-2 in the preliminary. I see. That makes sense. Not a good night of Magic for Hockey Bro. Sorry, chat. I don't control this. I'd rather we just played the match out. I kind of want to get practice in. That's the whole point. This game is one, though, for what it's worth. I think the things we chose to do in this game ended up working pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how we played it, so... Yeah, usually lots of good artisan vendors at Eternal Weekend. Agreed. Eternal Weekend's coming up soon, huh? I need to do another full metagame video for everybody. I gotta record that and then put it up early for members and patrons and those kind of folks. I think I'll wait till after this weekend at least, so I get a big chunk of data. I think VIP already sold out. Got a custom hoodie in the VIP this time. I have confirmed that I will be attending all 3 Eternal weekends. I know I initially confirmed I was going to do that, but then I had some things come up and there was a possibility that I wouldn't be doing that. But now we are locked in. So I need to plan my my stays over in Italy and Japan. But I'm excited. First time I'll be able to do all 3 Eternal weekends. That was kind of the plan the entire time. After when I finally bought Power, the whole idea was I was going to go to Japan and play with it. So it's pretty. I bought airfare like 3 months ago, and then all of a sudden I was doing interviews for a potential job, and I was like, shit, maybe I'm not going to be able to actually go. But unfortunately, that didn't work out. So it was close, but it didn't work out. So now I'm locked in. Eternal weekend's happening. Asha Uni, it was so close. I was gonna be so pumped. But sadly, not the case. I'm gonna be in Japan for like a week or so, maybe a week and a half. I wanted to stay longer, but I'm gonna be away from work and home for 3 straight weeks, which is a lot. So all right, I'm gonna PO again for 6. A time walk would be cool. Oh, Talarian Academy is a nice one. All right, yeah, they're definitely dead. They're not even gonna get to go to their next turn and get countered. Yeah, I'm really excited about the flight I booked. I think the whole trip should be pretty awesome. I highly doubt I will bring multiple deck lists. I highly doubt that. One deck list is bad enough. 15 cards left in my deck. There's a Time Walk, so I can go Lurrus, Snapcaster, Time Walk, and kill my opponent that way. So let's do that. It's a fun way to go. Just trying to hit done here. Unfortunately, I did take a Time Walk turn, which means my opponent will have to F6 again, because I did not yield until their next turn. I can't really complain that much. I do have I have used 9 minutes in my game 1 here, so it's not like I didn't use a lot of time as well. How do you go about buying power? I found a local person who was trying to buy a house, and they had a nice beat up set of power that I could buy at the time, around 2020 or so, maybe 2019. Can't remember, 2020. So I got kind of lucky. Most of the time people buy via, you can like get a good vendor. I know about the high-end Facebook group, the old school Discord, all those things. All right, I will attack for lethal. They did. So my opponent needs to win 2 Doomsday games in 6 minutes, which should be challenging for them. I get to bring in Negation, Dress Down, Remora, Flusterstorm, Consign. Holy moly. I get to take out Plains, Portable Hole, Soul Guide Lantern, Chain of Vapor. Though Chain of Vapor was good in that game. Chain of Vapor actually saved my butt. Can I take out another land? Or is that too many? I think I want to take out Vault Key. Is that crazy? I feel like those cards are not necessary. Like, the way to beat Doomsday isn't like scam a Vault Key, it's just make it so they can't win. Is Eternal Weekend always in Pittsburgh and Italy? Pittsburgh is always where they do Eternal Weekend as long as Card Titan is running it, and I'm hoping that it'll be a long time in Italy. It's the first year for Italy. It has been in Prague the last 2 years. But we got Four Seasons and Booze running it this year, which I'm excited about. I think I'm gonna mulligan this hand because it doesn't have any pieces of counter magic in it. This hand is somehow worse because the other hand at least had a Mox to play a turn 1 2-drop. How low can I realistically go? I think it's another mulligan. Can't say that this hand is bad, so don't think we're gonna be bobbling. Guess we'll take all the low costs. So let's see how this plays out. Probably can't play the turn 1 Remora, but we could do a turn 2 Remora. Just because if our Remora got like dazed or countered of some kind, then we wouldn't even be able to play the Flusterstorm anyways. Even if it resolved, we wouldn't be able to play the Flusterstorm. If we drew a Force, then maybe you could play a Remora, but even then, probably just passing with the first turn. Unfortunately, I don't think my opponent's going to have enough time to play the rest of this match out, but what can I do? It's going to make another terrible video. I apologize to the YouTube watchers already. Sorry, chat. We got a bye today and an opponent who didn't want to play, and me getting run over by mono white has not been the best. I feel worse for the YouTube watchers who are going to be like, what the hell's going on? But I can only do what I can do. Cannot control my opponents. That would make winning a lot easier, though, if I could. All right, here we go. I'm just hoping to play a game of Magic. That's all I want from my last round. Dark Ritual Doomsday? No. Ancestral on my upkeep? No. All right, well, I'm going to hold up Island Go. Vampiric Tutor? Consider. Fair. They kept it on top. Fetch, Mox, Doomsday? Frog. Right. I forgot they were playing frogs. I guess that's bad for me. I guess that's kind of bad for me. I took out all of my swords. I like totally forgot they were playing frogs because we waited so long. I totally forgot. I totally forgot that they were playing frogs because, like, when did we realize they had frogs? Like 15 minutes ago? It's so funny. I almost like, is this like, I almost wanted to just like not put up this video, right? But what am I gonna do? I mean, I don't know if it's unfortunate for my opponent. I feel like this is self-inflicted wound. They don't actually care, so they're just doing the thing. Unfortunately, Mystic Remora really bad against Psychic Frog, chat. So bad against Psychic Frog. I probably needed to leave in a... I mean, I don't want to leave in swords. I really don't. I'm actually not sure how I'm supposed to deal with the opponent having frogs here. Because leaving in swords sounds awful. And, like, I'm not tutoring for swords, so... Maybe I have to leave in, like, some swords, I guess. I don't know. Feels bad, though. I also took out Volt Key, though, so, like... It could be kind of hard to win through a frog. Ooh, maybe that's the answer. The answer is keep in Volt Key. Sure as possible. Are we also holding up like the rest of the event? Of course we are. Like, why? 16 other people are like sitting around waiting. I think I am still going to cast Remora though. Doesn't really give me a good opportunity to cast Trainer. What is this? I consider without... Yeah, all right, I'll draw with my Mystic Remora. I'm making a mockery of the game. I think I'd still lose to this frog, by the way. We're just jamming into it. Don't care. Surely the best plan is like dump your whole hand into the frog and attack, right? Like turn off all your stops, dump all your cards into frog and get in there. I'm not beating a frog. Yeah, they figured out the line. It's too funny. I cut Chain of Vapor as well. It's the Sink into Stupor that I just pitched to force that actually was the answer. I just probably had to keep the Sink into Stupor so I could bounce the frog. That's actually hilarious. That's so stupid of me. I had to keep the Sink into Stupor. That's super funny. I was too focused on like I need a combo to win, but I don't actually need a combo to win. I could have gone another way. Comboing to win doesn't even save me. Like, comboing to win doesn't actually save me, is the hilarious part. Because I don't have anything to combo too. Like if I had the Sink into Stupor, it would have been fine. But I pitching not pitching the Sink into Stupor actually is like Gabe losing. Oh, it's like super sick. That's actually really funny. Oh, it's too funny. This is what happens when you're not paying attention to the game. I can Lurrus. No, I can do Lurrus Time Walk and gain 3 life back. It's fine. I have an out. I feel like my opponent had chances here if they just played the game. Well, I'm gonna use this time to cast some Paradoxical Outcomes. PO Soul Ring. Any order. If I have a Flusterstorm after this, I do die on the spot. Nope. All right. We're off to the races, chat. Now they concede. So I think my strategy here... I don't think I can possibly win. I have a Saga. So I can draw through my whole deck. No, I can win this game. I can win this game. So if I draw through my deck, chat, and I get a Saga going, and I get a Lurrus, and I get a Snapcaster, and a Time Walk, and a Snap Time Walk, I can gain 6 life, putting me to 10 life, and killing them with Saga Token. Okay, so I still just win. So yeah, you don't need win cons, chat. Win cons are terrible. Don't play any win cons. I think this game would be very easy if I had not used the Sink into Stupor, though, so that's okay. No, it's okay, because if I draw through my whole deck, I can use stock up to find the Saga and to find the thing. You can't really miss anymore with PO. Like, you can't have things in the bottom 3. It's just not how it really works. All right, chat. Welcome to the 4th and final round of our adventures in Prelim Land. If you've made it this far in the video on YouTube, you're the best, because that round was just as bad live as it probably was on the replay. Though you get to skip around and can theoretically be at 2 times speed. Have you tried that yet? If you haven't tried 2 times speed on YouTube, if you can understand me speaking 2 times speed, which not everyone can, highly recommend it. No Lurrus for my opponent. Is my hand keepable against Mono White or Jewel or Doomsday or Dredge? It's not good versus Dredge. It's only okay versus Mono White. It's bad against Jewel. It's bad against Doomsday. It's probably just a mulligan. Yep, this is fine though. Keep bottom, done. And we battle. Oh, Dredge. Okay, this will be a good test. I still think this matchup is quite hard. Especially because they kept 7, didn't they? They sure did. If I get griefed here, it's really bad as well. If I get forced, it's really bad. If I get nothing, it's really bad too. I probably needed to play the Jet before the Saga. That's okay. Opponent is not F6, which is a bad sign for my future. Golgari Grave Troll. It's a good one. I do like the speed at which my opponent is clicking, though. I'm a fan. So I don't know what the choice is here. It's Golgari Grave Troll or Sinkweed Imp, right? So it's Golgari Grave Troll. Yep. As a bridge from below, there are 2 griefs. So it's a grief bridge from below, but it's Is it the combo dredge? He has a Cabal therapy as well. So maybe they have no forces then. But they do have double therapy now and a bridge, so they can take my whole hand. They probably should. I can block with a construct for a turn. It's not going to help. Maybe I can natty a Vault Key. This one is probably supposed to name PO? Maybe? Could name Time Vault. Nope, they named PO. Makes sense. They might not flash back on sync, but you could. We don't have a tutor. Our tutor is in play for key. I think PO is the correct name there. I drew a fucking PO. That is a classic if I've ever seen one. Those cards don't do very much though. Can I play Lurrus? No. So I think we just play a monolith. We can technically make a blocker. We use our bauble, and then we're just trying to draw into natural. We do have a Soul Guide Lantern coming off our thing, but I don't know if we have enough time for that to be useful. I think we might die on this activation. So, probably nothing we choose matters. Chill. I can't imagine we get to live with this being the current graveyard. There is also an Icarid as well. And they hit 2 chills. Wait, there's chills? So it's not combo dredge then. 2 chills puts me to 10. So we might get a turn. None of my cards are good. That is not the math. Especially when I can make a construct. But you tried. So I do need to win the game on the next turn, though. So I'm probably not making a construct because I think I need the mana. I mean, I have 3 POs in my yard, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not going to use a Soul Guide Lantern here. So I'm going to just take it. Yeah, I mean, we need Time Vault off the top. Agreed. This lets me theoretically stock up for it, so... this is not a very good Snapcaster spot, CRK, because we don't have multiple pieces of blue mana. I guess we could theoretically draw a Snapcaster and take an Sapphire off of the Saga. That would maybe get us there if we find an Opal off the first one, so that'd be pretty cool. We have options depending on what we draw. So this is interesting. It's a bridge version, but it's not the combo version. But there also is no... Maybe it is the... No, I feel like it's a hybrid version because I don't see any forces. No force of wills, at least. All right, what do we draw? We drew Gataxian Probe. So... I think I just get key. Could we get top? top key best draws are Time Bolt, Time Walk, Trainer, Stock Up. Okay, yeah, it's just key then. Because I have all the trainers and all the stock ups are good to hit Time Vault, so. I drew nothing. So we're dead. Well, we tried. It was quite the good therapy. All right. I bring in a Soul Guide Lantern, and I bring in... That's it. A seal. It's not a good sign. I just have nothing in my sideboard for the matchup. Just have nothing in my sideboard for the matchup. Oh, I have a Flusterstorm here. That's better. Okay. Well, try again. I think we mulliganed there correctly. We found a good spot. It just didn't work out. These hands are just completely unplayable. Okay. That I can live with. They kept 7 after powdering. 2 Icarids are gone and a Mindbreak Trap. Therapy. I'm going to keep the triple land so I can make it all the way to stock up. I'm going to play this now so I don't get griefed. Seven card Bazaar. Kind of doubt this Lantern has any kind of staying power here, but we'll see. Maybe we can make it all the way to Lurrus with our double islands and then not be able to cast it. Amalgam Thug. Grief. So a hollow one post grief. They'll take a seal. If there's no hollow one, then they'll just take stock up. Oh, they have a hollow one. They took seal. Could have a chalice as well. Okay, chalice. That's why we have seal. Kills hollow one and chalice. Don't have any zeros though, so eventually we can rebuy this seal with Lurrus. We need to. I do need to find some help. I think it's correct to keep basic islands instead of plains, but it's kind of funny here. All right, so they dredged into this. 2 Meebas, a chill, and 3 amalgams. Yeah, I mean, that's a hit. I'll hit it. They are on Vigors. Let's go with a Meticulous Archive here. Definitely don't want a Ruby. Thank you, Meticulous Archive. Found a Tundra. Okay, I don't think I'm going stock up. I think I'm buying Lurrus and hoping they don't have a Grief. Don't think I can play around it. Like, I could theoretically stock up first so that I can get a Force, but, like, I don't think that's the play. They have a Dredger and their 2 Dredgers and their 4th Amalgam. And they dredge. They hit 2 more chills. But nothing else. So I get to go Lurrus Lantern here, and I should just win, right? And maybe 1 Lantern is enough. Maybe I just need to be playing 3 Lanterns in my sideboard. They have a Noxious Revival on my Soul Guide Lantern. I see. Yep. All right, well, activate Dredge 4, Dredge 3, hit the fourth chill. But nothing else, so I think we're still fine. Now we get to double activate our Lantern. Oh, here's an Amalgam and an Archamoeba. That's something. There's a Chalice in play, CRK. Just chat! All right, so I can seal the Chalice if I want to right now. But I could also just Soul Guide Lantern my opponent and replay Soul Guide this turn. I don't think... They're out of chills. Okay, I think I'm just gonna hit my Lantern and replay my Lantern. And then next turn I can free myself, play a stock up. I am taking 4. I guess they can't attack with the Prize Amalgam because I'll just attack back, right? They have 13 cards left in the deck. Thanks, Mark. Oh, now I have a Snapcaster Mage that blocks the Amalgam forever. Okay, I think I just play Seal, kill the Chalice, play Pearl, attack. And then I'm good. I'm just gonna chump block with my Ambush Viper. It's gonna give me a huge health lead. One Soul Guide Lantern was enough somehow in this game. Maybe that's it. I mean, maybe I just play a bunch of Soul Guides. It felt like it wasn't enough before, but maybe I was wrong. We beat a 7-card keep here, so. But they do have no forces in their deck, which is interesting. They have Force of Vigors, and they have Mindbreak Traps, and they have Griefs, and they have Therapies, but they have no Force of Wills. I don't know what their plan is for this game. Don't think they have outs. They got all 4 chills on the way, so that helped. All right, activating is happening. There's a Nicorette. And a hollow one, but I can wipe the yard and cleanse the hollow one if I want. We are winning the race. I'm gonna play the Seal of Cleansing out of my yard. I will seal the hollow one. And I'll stock up. Guess we just restock up. You could have Mindbreak Trap left over if they want. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll just hit this. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, Lurrus is full swing now. This was great. This was a cool game. Do the thing. All right. So we are 1-1 against Dredge 7s. Now we're on the draw. We have no ley line. What can we do? Hope they mulligan, I think. Seal of Cleansing was great there, though. Seal of Cleansing killed Hollow One and Chalice. Love it. Classic. Classic Justin tech right there. That was good. That was worth the whole video, right? Maybe I just need a third lantern now. Ugh, gross. I think with the cards remaining in their deck, Mark, it's just better to take them off the last Icarid. I mean, you guys probably can't see the cards, but I don't think there was anything that I don't think there was anything for me to worry about. Well, I'm gonna mulligan this hand, and opponent has mulligan to 6. I'm definitely keeping this. This is how you win normally without Lantern. They're currently on 5. They're tanking, so they must be thinking about their 5. We'll figure that out after we get griefed or not, CRK. Let's see. We can play around trap with PO, but we can't really play around with stock up probably. It depends. It all depends, chat. It depends on what they do. Obviously, if they chalice us, we are not in the best spot, but we do have at least Soul Guide, Soul Ring, and then stock up. So, it's a prelim tonight, so we are on 9 o'clock start time. So, it's okay. It's only 11:30. I'll be all right. Opponent is on a mold of 3. They were powdering on 5. They kept a 3-card hand, so we should be able to just jam. I guess they could have Mindbreak Trap as their last card here. Nope, they have Hollow One. All right, so now we just jam and we go and win probably. Oh yeah, like super win. This is actually a buy and play Lurrus angle. Is this a pick up Lurrus? Probably not. Cool. My opponent has 0 cards in hand, so there's no point in playing around Mindbreak Trap, chat. Yeah, I mean, this is a way to win against Dredge for sure. Oh, I should probably have not done that. I should probably have stocked up first and seen if I want to use that. Okay, no, it's fine. It's totally fine. A trainer instead of a key, probably. Yo. Oh, I guess I can't take 2 POs. Oh, I guess I could just Vexing Bobble. I can, actually. I should have just taken 2 POs. That's my unfortunate. That was wrong. I thought I was, like, in trouble of getting Therapied, but I'm actually not in trouble of getting Therapied because we have a Vexing Bobble for a turn. So that's my fault. I should have taken a second PO there. Don't think it'll matter too much, but it was definitely wrong, so. That was a really good set of dredges from them, actually. They should probably not attack, though, because now I block with the trainer, and I can replay the trainer, and I got rid of their bridges. They might concede. Oh, no. All right, so I'll sack this Bobble. Play the Pearl. Play the Lotus. I should have attacked first. It's fine. I don't think it matters. Play a trainer. Get a key. Play a key. Untap this. Get this. Play a PO. I didn't tap the Sensei's top. It's fine. Just trying to go fast so we can end the night. Yo. This is deterministic now. I do need to assemble a construct here as well as Vault Key, so let's keep that in mind. Because I have 13 cards left. Yep, we're just going to cast some stock ups. Or some double kick trainers. I don't seem to have any stock ups. Oh, here's one. There's the time vault. So now I have infinite turns. And I'll just leave the other cards in the deck. Oh, I guess I can't. I have to take 2 of them. Okay. Alright, so I will play a time vault, and I will play a manifold key. And I will kick some trainers. I guess trainer does not let me find Saga. So do I have another stock up? I guess I can just do snap stock up here. There's Saga and Academy, any order. And then I play a Saga. And then I'll play out some fun things. And we'll take our turns and win. I should have attacked, but that's okay. I have 9 attacks with Lurrus, so I could theoretically win without Saga, but Saga is the quickest and easiest way. So. Okay, so we vanquished a Dredge opponent and got a bye and played against Doomsday, kind of, and lost a close set to Mono White. So I don't really have much to say. The Remora did look good against Doomsday, like looked very good against Doomsday, but that's always been the case. Bulk Key looked fine. The Lanterns did look good. Maybe we learned something about Lantern here. Think the Lantern, maybe I'll go forward with this idea. Even if we go back to playing Jeskai, maybe I'll keep the idea of 1 Lantern main, 2 Lanterns board. Maybe even play a 3rd Lantern board or something. Oh wait, that was a 3rd Lantern. Did I bring in all my Lanterns, or did I have 3 Lanterns in my deck there, chat? Or did I forget one in the sideboard? I didn't realize we had 3 Lanterns. Whatever. Even better if I didn't use a Lantern. For some reason, I feel like I didn't see 3 Lanterns in my deck post board. The chain was good, per usual. The portable hole, I don't know how I feel about the portable hole instead of like the swords in the main, but it's okay. It doesn't feel necessary. You can't play Narset. We are playing Lurrus, so that's illegal. The basics weren't great, I will say. They were good in that one game where we had basic, and they had a wasteland and they didn't stop us, but we still lost the game anyways. So yeah, I don't know how I feel. I think the Grim Monolith looked pretty damn good. The key looked good, and the top was pretty reasonable as well. Maybe I submitted the wrong deck list. I mean, we can look, right? We can go back and look. I thought I had less Lanterns than this. I only have 2 Lanterns in this build. Huh? I thought I only had 2 Lanterns. Magic Online. There's a basic planes. No, that's I sideboarded that. What are we missing here? Wait, this isn't even close to the same sideboard. Oh, you know what happened? I entered with the first version of the deck I made, and then I forgot to change it when I changed the cards in my sideboard. I changed the dress down for a second portable hole, and I changed the Hercules recall for... I changed the dress down for a portable hole, and I had a second Lantern somewhere here. It's not clear to me where. I think I just forgot to resubmit. Consign, negation, luster, remora. What was it? Yes, a buy, terrible pacing, nonsense. Oh, no seal in the new sideboard. I liked seal, though. Okay, I'm going to take the Hercules out and put the seal back in. Though, I don't know, maybe you need Hercules in the 75. Second Remora sounds like pretty sus as well. So maybe it's just second Remora. It feels like I'm gambling, though, on a fish. Either way, so yeah, I already fixed my sideboard and put an extra Lantern in. But I wouldn't have had that 6 Seal of Cleansing that was actually extremely good all day. So a little here, a little there. This is what one sideboard slot gets you, chat. Sometimes it gets you a match win. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think about this blue-white version of Lurrus. We did get our free entry into Saturday's event, so that'll be fun. I will be streaming on Saturday and Sunday. I will stream both the Vintage Championship Week Finals, and I will stream the RCQ. Both of those are starting earlier than normal, if I remember correctly. Do I remember correctly? Survey says, yes, 10 a.m. Eastern on Saturday, and I think the other one is 10 a.m. Eastern on Sunday as well. I'd have to go back and look, though. So yeah, 2 big, probably 8, maybe 9 round vintage events this weekend. I will be trying my best to entertain you and win. I'll see you then.